Listen, nobody holds records the way that Donald Trump does. On VA, on veterans, and on the economy, nobody beats Donald Trump. Nobody in the history of the United States has fired more veterans than Donald Trump. Nobody in the history of the United States has done more to sabotage veterans' health care. And no president has ever, in the history of our country, deliberately sabotaged all of our 401ks. If you are lucky enough to be in a position that you have retirement, Donald Trump has just slashed it. Donald Trump is the best at fucking over veterans, at fucking over the economy, and fucking over Americans. No one beats the man. Donald Trump also holds the record for most felonies for a president ever. Donald Trump also has the most publicly reported assaults against women for any president ever. He's also spent more taxpayer dollars going golfing. He's also directed more money, more taxpayer dollars into his private businesses than any president in history. So yeah, I've got to hand it to MAGA. Donald Trump is the best at all of the worst things. He's also really good at convincing white men that they are under attack, that they are like the true minority in this country. He's really good at stoking fear and turning Americans against each other. But listen, me and my friends, we are tired of that. And that's why we launched the Find Out podcast. We're just 6 normal white dudes. We met through White Dudes for Harris, and we launched a podcast to get real about politics, to do the unvarnished, not poll-tested messaging that you hear out of so many Democratic or liberal or progressively aligned shows. One of the toughest things for any person, myself included, is to admit to yourself and anyone else that you've been duped. To feel foolish is something that we try to hide from. And look, I know it doesn't help for me to be trolling MAGA, to, think I'm gonna bring these people in, right? But like my buddy Luke from the podcast says, if we can make MAGA synonymous with being an idiot, the same way that they've made being liberal synonymous with being less of a man, well, then maybe I don't have to lighten up on my messaging. Well, I'm not going to. So check out Find Out Podcast anywhere that you listen to podcasts. We have come out of the gate sprinting. We made it to number 29 on the Apple US Top Shows charts. Check out our first 3 episodes. You can find us at findoutpodcast.substack.com or anywhere else on social media or where you get your podcasts.